most Americans identify with being able to afford gas and afford housing costs and go on vacation. So I think Biden's digging a hole for himself.
All right, back to that breaking news we brought you moments ago. The inflation numbers out for the month of April, still at a 40-year high, 8.3%. It was said to be 8.1. It's even higher. But who's to blame for inflation? It wasn't me, according to President Biden. Well, welcome on our panelists this morning, Chairman of the Committee to Defeat the President and former State Senator Colorado, Ted Harvey. Plus, host of This is America with Rich Valdes. Rich Valdes. Good to see both of you here. Rich, I'll start with you. What do you make of these numbers here? And also the president, again, handing out everything, including blame, as we look at the numbers here, blaming COVID, different variants, and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Your thoughts?
Well, of course, Joe Biden's continuing to bankrupt America. And of course, he wants to blame Putin. He wants to blame COVID, like you said. But paychecks continue to shrink and the cost of goods continue to go up. So if you're at the gas pump or you're at the grocery store, like the mom that was just on trying to even get formula, it's difficult. Americans aren't stupid. They know what's going on. The Raging Cajun said it best years ago that it's the economy, stupid. So I think Joe Biden's putting Democrats in a really, really difficult position because Americans know exactly what's going on when they pull out their debit card, when they pull out their wallet and their checkbook to buy whatever they need to do to just get by in life. So ultimately, you look at this and you say, wow, this hasn't been this bad since the summer of 1982. Now, like you mentioned, this is a 40-year high, but yet the Democrats are going to go ahead and say, no, but this is a slight decrease from March. So I think all in all, Biden's making a problem for himself. And I think there's a lot of Americans like you and me and others that are trying to move forward. They want to move to places like Florida. They're trying to find work there so they can make that move. And it's going to be very difficult because what's happening right now sheds light on what's going on with Democrat policies in the House, the Senate, and the White House.
Yeah, Ted Harvey, your thoughts on that? And again, is the messaging working out of this White House anymore? Putin's price hike, it doesn't appear that any of this is setting with the American people anymore.
Well, the buck still stops at the president's desk, and this is going to be devastating for the Democrats in November. That you look at the polling numbers for Biden when he's down in the low 40s or high 30s. We haven't seen numbers like this in, I don't know if we've ever seen numbers like this going into this close to a November election, and it's going to have devastating impacts on the Democrats. I think what we're seeing is a proof of what Trump has been saying for years, is that China can no longer be the sole source of our supplies for consumer goods or for electronics, electronic parts and things like that. We've got to find other sources around the world, and that's going to have a devastating impact on China's economy. This is going to have a ripple effect throughout the entire system. But what's going to happen between now and November is you're going to see consumer goods continue to go up. The Dow Jones and the stock market collapse. You look at cryptocurrencies today, it's literally going through the floor. This is going to have devastating impacts on consumers all across the country.
Well, Rich, you talk about inflation, and the number one issue that everyone knows is, I think it was President Obama that said it, that his poll numbers matched up with gas prices. Gas prices on the rise right now, highest they've ever been, both diesel and regular. And then you have this issue of this term, ultra MAGA Republicans. Watch this, and I'll get your reaction.
The ultra MAGA agenda. The other path is the ultra MAGA plan put forward by congressional Republicans. But the fact is, congressional Republicans, not all of them, but the MAGA Republicans, I never expected, let me say this carefully, I never expected the ultra MAGA Republicans who seem to control the Republican Party.
Rich Valdes, it seems the comms department at the White House has found a new name. They had Putin's price hike. They threw that out for a bit. They're still using it, but now we found something new. Here's Ultra MAGA. I don't even know what Ultra MAGA is, if you could explain.
Well, a confession, my name's Rich Valdes, and I am an ultra MAGA Republican. So, and I think there's a lot of Americans like us. They used to call us deplorables, at least Hillary Clinton did. Americans aren't going to take these insults lightly. They're going to take them out on the Democrats in November. But Biden is trying to create this disparity or this delineation between, Liz Cheney Republicans and everybody else. The problem is there's only 4 or 5 of those Republicans that aren't ultra MAGA. And I think most Americans identify with being able to afford gas and afford housing costs and go on vacation. So I think Biden's digging a hole for himself.
Ted Harvey, Rich Valdes, thank you so
guys.
much.
God bless.
All right, don't go anywhere. A new hour national report is going to start right after this quick break.